can feel it in the air. It's getting colder, but yet so warm. Before we know it, it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. This year, I'ma give me something special. It doesn't cost a dime, but it's precious. Hopes that I won't forget it, then I won't forgive it, no. Been thinking about you and me, another kind of chemistry. I got nothing on my Christmas list.
Hello friends, and welcome to Vlogmas day number 9. I woke up very early because a little furry someone had slept long enough, and we cuddled, we watched some Vlogmas episodes of other people. And when I fell asleep again, and I slept until 9:20, dear me. And now I am here replying to some email. There has been one comment on my Mrs. Fezziwig shawl, which I turned into a cowl project. I was asked how I did the join. This is meant as a wrap, so shoulder wrap shawl, not to be joined. But last year I've made this, and I joined it here just using a whip stitch. And then I added another crochet I-cord border to it. And it's a lovely cowl. I don't actually wear it enough. I don't wear it often enough, but it is quite colorful. Maybe that's why I'm not wearing it so often. But it is actually a nice fit, and it would keep me warm. And I highly recommend this pattern as an yarn advent project. But beware, it is quite pricey, and the first row of instruction is a little bit confusing. I've made some notes about this on my Ravelry project page on this shawl, and if you have any questions, then you can ask me, or you ask the designer. It's not too difficult. It's a granny stitch with valleys and peaks and valleys, and yeah. Once you get started, it's actually really easy. I was thinking about making another one with my current Advent calendar, but I'm not yet there because at the moment I'm working on my Advent wreath. I still haven't looked it up, how you pronounce it. And I'm following the instructions, which are tiny print. But I managed just so. I'm currently working with these 2 colors of yarn, and I am meant to make single crochet, working backwards and forwards into the back loop only, to make the base of the wreath. And this is supposed to be 60 centimeters long, and as you can guess, I will be working on this for quite a while longer. I have the base here. This is the size, and I think at the moment I'm covering about, well, optimistically said, I would say it's a quarter of the whole Advent wrap. Haven't read along, but I think that I will have to sew it here on the back side somehow, probably with a whip stitch and some gaps, but you will never know, because this will be the back and this will be the front. And from that, I am project free. Although not quite. I still have the Vertices Unite knitting shawl somewhere. I think we all know that it's doomed to be frogged. I can't do it just yet, but probably later. And otherwise, well, it has been raining all day. It still is a little bit drizzling out there, and I don't think I will leave the house today. Just one of those days. And if you can afford the time, then why not? I'm still on leave, so even though it's an ordinary Monday, I am lucky. So now I hope that I will be able to rewatch the Game of Wool episode 6. I already know who was cast off. I won't tell you. Don't worry. I'm in two minds about the show and haven't talked about it here before, I believe, but it's quite a discussion happening in the podcast world, if you like it or not. Yeah, I think it gives crochet a bad name. Knitters are upset because there's so little knitting, or there was so little knitting happening, and they think there's too much focus on crochet. Crocheters think there's too much focus on basic crochet, and you don't see any of the sophisticated and really pretty crochet. You don't see what crochet is capable of looking like, if you know what I mean. That said, I don't want to say that it's the fault of any of the people who are doing these projects. They obviously get their projects set. Their mission is to crochet, I don't know, a piece of food. And in any case, they don't have the amount of time for a project which is needed to finish a nice looking modern crochet piece or any knitting piece, really. So what can you do? I was very tempted when I went on Etsy. One of the knitters where I bought a shawl, a Stephen West shawl before, had the latest West Knits MCAL shawl design for sale for €50, believe it or not. But I didn't like the color choices, so I didn't buy it. I think with this, the MusicCal, it very much depends on the color choice, if it works or if it's wearable or not. You might look like a circus tent, or you might look like someone with a very interesting design piece. I probably said already too much. Just my personal opinion, so don't get upset, please. Yeah, I still have this one to finish. The what's it called? Fruit Garden. The Fruit Garden Cal by Janie Crow. I am just a little bit slow these days, which is nice. I don't have to rush for anything. I don't have to rush to finish anything. I don't have to rush to start anything. I have the whole day of catching up with all your lovely Vlogmas episodes and with all the old shows. And if I'm through with that, I might put on an old Sherlock Holmes episode, or maybe a Poirot or Miss Marple episode. Those are the comfort shows which I really like. I believe soon on the 12th is the next, well, I would call it Knives Out film number 3, but it's obviously has its own title, and it has Josh O'Connor in it. I really enjoy his acting, so I'm keen on watching it. It will be on Netflix. So thank you for watching the Vlogmas episodes. They are short and they're probably a little bit annoying, potentially, I can see that. But I hope that you can still find some joy in it. I would love to give you snow and wonderful Christmassy nature scenes, but I can't give you that if I don't go out of the house and it's not snowing. So there you go. I nearly forgot to say thank you to Dawn from Dawn's Days vlog for the shout out. She was making or posting a special about people who are doing Vlogmas this year, and she mentioned me, so thank you, Dawn. I would like to mention her as well because I actually do watch her Vlogmas episodes. Dawn is living in the Netherlands and she is originally from Manchester. She has a South African husband, Lawrence, and 2 boys who are basically grown-ups and a little dog, and she's talking about her life where she lives near Amsterdam. So that's Dawn's Days vlog. But let me show you who else I'm watching Vlogmas wise. So there is Ellie, a Little Drops of Wonderful vlogger. Then I watch Crafty Cleck's Creations. Love her creativity. She's also living in the UK. I seem to mainly watch UK-based people, I must say. Then there's Paula, Stitched by Mrs. D. She's keeping it real. I really enjoy her sense of humor, and she has lovely animals, and Ian, her cat, is very impressive when he's ringing the bell. I don't know how she managed to train him to do that. Gaina Jane. Gaina is also living in the UK. She and her family are living somewhere near Bristol, in countryside, I would say. And she has 2 dogs, lots of chicken, 2 cats, and I enjoy her craftiness as well. She is an inspiration, I would say. She has a certain style which looks really sophisticated, like a sophisticated country lady, family person. I don't know how to say it. Then there is, where is he? This is Martin, Knit365 blog. I came across Martin's podcast on one of the Westnit's knit-alongs, but I am watching him regularly, and he's also doing Vlogmas. He's living in Cardiff in Wales with his husband, and he is a really big Toft fan. I know that he is currently crocheting the Toft crochet along animal of this year, and yeah, that's really interesting to follow him. He's also giving out British Christmas recipes, and yeah, he's a chatty guy. And then there's Ruth. She's living in America, in Vermont, and she is working in a wool shop, and she is living on a farm, has a couple of sheep, she has a dog and a cat, and it's snowing where she lives. Her Vlogmas episodes are actually rather silent. Well, most of them are, but really calming. If you like it short and calming, then Ruth is the lady for you. Counting sheep is is her account. Then there is Claudia in San Diego, California. Crochet Luna, she was one of the first podcasts I ever watched, and she inspired me to start my own podcast. That's years ago. She is doing Vlogmas as well, and as always, she's just one of those women you want to meet in person and have a craft night with. Then there's Hannah, the Cozy Cottage Crochet podcast. She's doing Vlogmas. She's mother of a boy and a girl. She's living in Florida near St. Pete, and yeah, I'm watching her for years, and she's also a wonderful crochet pattern designer, although lately she didn't have time for that, but her patterns are very reasonably priced and easy to follow. I would say perfectly written, and yeah, her Vlogmas is more on the personal level, what she's cooking and what her kids are up to, and what her days are really like. Rika is doing Vlogmas, or rather she is gathering days and then she's showing you little bits and pieces. I find her channel really interesting because she's a German, but she's living in India and she's traveling around the world. Yeah, so I hope that you enjoyed this little excursion into my favorite channels, and I will see you tomorrow. Keep well, keep safe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.